Joining us now, sophomore center of BYU basketball, Corbin Kaufusi, for the second time, I believe, in a week. Corbin, welcome back to Studio B, man.
You guys can't get rid of me.
Well, it worked out so well last time. I don't know if you were paying attention. 8 of 10 from the free throw line in that win over Pepperdine after you were on the show.
Just saying.
Could it not be the karma, Corbin?
I'm just going to have to walk in this building all the time now.
Come hang out whenever you want, man.
The karma in effect. So you know what? Let's go ahead and just give that to you right now for tomorrow's game.
Yeah, right away.
Off the top,
Against Pacific.
let's distribute the BYU Sports Nation karma.
Thank you.
I see big things for you, and we'll talk about you in a second. But first, let's talk about this. At Zach's Shorts, someone created that last night.
No,
Okay?
they didn't.
They said, "I knew it, Jerem Jordan. You're part of the short shorts revolution." I said that for a long time. I've been wearing short shorts behind this desk. It's just what I do. It's just what I do. What he normally wears tights.
Yeah.
And so no one's noticed.
Did he not
He
wear
didn't
tights?
last
He
night.
didn't have tights on last night.
Yeah, so it looks stock to death.
Yeah, I was gonna say if he doesn't wear his tights, then it's pretty noticeable. But with the tights on, no one really cares. They're just like, oh, he's covered.
And he rolls them up. Like, do you roll up your shorts, or you like shorts long?
I can't say I do. I think he might be coming after the Luke Worthington because I know Luke
did
used to
Dave do
love.
that
That's
last
a
year?
dangerous place to go.
He rolls them up at the waist twice, according to Dave Rose,
so
right?
you can kind of see, I don't know, the tag or something hanging out.
It's
Just
cool, they say.
Is this something that you will implement at any point in your BYU basketball career?
In front of people, probably not. But I think all of us in practice sometimes when we're just kind of messing around, everyone will pull up the shorts and think that we're John Stockton.
I don't know why that's a thing.
Okay, seriously, though, the last 3 games for you, listen to these numbers. A combined 29 points, 16 rebounds, 5 blocks. You've been really aggressive. What about your mentality has changed for you on the court over those last 3 games?
One thing that I know has changed for me is just the idea of you got to be productive. It's like when you get on the court, be more productive. And no one goes out there thinking, oh, I'm not going to produce anything. But being a little bit more goal-oriented, like, okay, this is what I want to hit when I get on the court. Having that in mind has helped a lot.
What's the goal for you?
I think the goal for me is I always want to get a double-double because that's what's going to help our team the most.
And I think you've had about 10 and 5 the last 3 games. Another thing of note is that you have been to the free throw line and made more free throws and attempts than anyone the last 3 games. What's it been like for you to get to the free throw line more?
It's been nice. You go in there and because you don't want to go up and not get fouled and miss the shot. So when you get fouled, it's like, okay, good. Get a chance to redeem that. So it's been nice to go to the free throw line.
I heard Dave Rose address with you in a timeout last night early in the second half. Okay, let's go 1-3-1. Then we'll go back to man. He wanted to implement zone and man-to-man and kind of confuse St. Mary's. Mm-hmm. Was that lengthily discussed at halftime, or when did that come about in the game plan?
This whole week, even last week with Pepperdine, we've been working on changing defenses. And so in practice, we'll do a setting where we're in a zone and then it's to the 1-3-1 and then back to man, just because when you have those timeouts or those situations where they're able to see what we're doing, we can change it on them. So we knew that they thought that we were going to be in a man, and so coach can just be like, okay, 1-3-1, and no one's confused. Everyone can just go where they need to.
They looked really disrupted last night.
Yeah, they couldn't run their ball screen offense. At what point did you realize, okay, this is working?
Yeah, I think, in fact, after that timeout, coach was like, okay, 1-3-1, back to man. And then you just see coach stay in the 1-3-1 because it obviously was getting them.
You out-rebounded St. Mary's by 11 total for the game. I think it was 44-33. Are coaches addressing specifics like that with you on a regular basis, just winning the rebounding battle?
Yeah, rebounding's always been big for us. And whenever we win, we're out-rebounding teams. Like the percentages, there's such a high correlation between winning and our rebounding. And so every day we're kind of going over it a little bit. Every game plan has rebounding as one of the big things.
How much tougher is it to rebound in a 1-3-1 when you're the one on the back end?
It can be difficult, especially, you might be running out to the corner, or even if you're down in the post, it's like, oh, I'm pushed under the rim. So you kind of have to find your way to hit someone.
What I really like about the way that you rebound, too, is you're not just going up and getting the rebound and then coming down and looking. You're kind of grabbing it in the air and then bringing it into your chest. Almost to protect the ball. Is that something you're trying to do on purpose?
Yeah, I think one thing that a lot of, especially here, I feel like in the WCC they do this a lot, is they try to strip you of the ball. And so you got to be strong with it. And I know the times where I don't bring it down or like try and, hold it like a football or something else, something just close to your body, then they just take it away from you super easily.
We've seen some interesting things, something that I have never seen in a game this year from you, and that was you were denied a dunk by the net. What in the world happened on that play?
Well, I don't even know, because if you look at the replay, I look like a fool because I thought it was in. Me and half my teammates are running down the court like, yeah, good job. When it obviously didn't go in. Like, Chase is yelling at me, it didn't go in. And I'm like, they gave me the points, man. It went in.
Yeah, they did initially.
But someone told me that they put on new nets before the game or something like that, so there was a little bit tight. But it just was one of those things where, it feels perfectly fine.
That was so weird.
You'll see that once every 20 years or something.
Yeah, that's what the ref said. He's like, you'll never see that again. And I was like, dang it. I don't want to be that guy.
That was so odd. And luckily, the game wasn't in, it wasn't close at that point. But, yeah, you go up to dunk it, and boom, it comes out, running up the court. Yeah, woo!
It's a humbling factor. I was hoping to get on not top 10 with it, but.
Yeah, you didn't, but Brandon Taylor did for the foul last night for Utah against Oregon State. If you didn't see that, you got to check that out.
Okay.
Yeah, had to throw that in there.
Gotta get it in there.
Had to do it. So last night we were talking about how that was, in our opinion, the biggest win of the season. Mm-hmm. What was it like to play in a big game in front of a really good crowd and then win that game by double figures?
It's an amazing experience. The only way I can describe it is how you feel after, because in the game, you're just so focused on winning, but then after, like when you're in the showers or whatever, you just you feel so emotionally drained. Like, I remember walking to my car, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna fall over. I'm like gonna pass out or something. I'm just drained.
I was in the media room, and I hadn't heard this before, but were you guys cranking the beats in the locker room? Because the bass was thumping. Okay,
we've got a great bass in there. It's crazy.
Who's the DJ in there, man?
It depends on who's hooked up to the Bluetooth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who was last night?
I think last night was Elijah Bryant.
Okay. Red shirting.
Our red shirt.
Wait, give us the Bluetooth, and then we'll play something from the court. Just one time.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
They're like, who's playing Miley Cyrus?
Coach might be
Chase
in
Fisher
there.
would like that, though, if we played Miley Cyrus.
Yeah, Coach might come in be young or something.
Yeah, we
Miley
don't
Cyrus
know.
came
Yeah.
on.
Turn it down. Yeah.
Could get pretty interesting.
That'd be awesome.
I saw Nate Austin grab you in a friendly headlock right at the end of the game yesterday, and just really excited and say something in your ear. What were his words to you at that moment when you knew you were going to win?
I can't remember exactly because Nate just says he's so positive and just awesome. He's a great guy. But he was just talking about you're playing great, he's like, you're playing great, and he's like, it's awesome when I can't get rebounds because you're getting them, or another guy can't get rebounds because you're getting them. And he's just the man. I love that guy. That's
great because you two have kind of swapped, starting at the 5. And in fact, Nate even got pulled last night for Jacob Hartsock for matchups or whatever. What's the chemistry like on this team right now?
I think everyone wants to play with each other. There's no me above you, you above me type of thing, clawing at each other for position. Now it's just we have to win as a team. And so since everyone recognized that, everyone's happy for each other when we do good, and when we have our downs, we're together in that. So I really love it.
What's it like when you block a shot, whether it's a goaltend or not? Which maybe there was one last night.
It seemed like that was a goaltend, but
in my mind, I thought it was. In my mind, I'm like, oh, geez, please don't call this.
Well, they got it out of there, and the crowd goes nuts. And I imagine that's for a big guy, a block shot like that has to be the ultimate energy boost.
Oh, definitely. Block shots bring... I don't know. It is the ultimate energy boost because there's nothing. I feel like it's like mano a mano when someone comes into the paint, and so when you can take them out of it, it's just, it demoralizes them. If I get blocked, it's demoralizing, and so it demoralizes them and just puts you on a whole nother level. And especially on the defensive end, where defense is all about energy, it's one of those things that just really gets everyone going.
5 blocks the last 3 games.
Corbin, thanks for waking up this morning, for pulling yourself out of bed. I know you were tired, but coming back to Studio B to get the karma, and good luck tomorrow against Pacific.
Thank you very much.
Listen, don't question a man wearing a Dragon Ball Z t-shirt, okay?
Never do that.
Don't question it. He will dominate you.